Alrighty, we are live. What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, FightNightsFinest, the Sophie commentator. It's a Thursday, so you guys know what that means. Another live stream. I apologize greatly about what happened on Tuesday. If you guys follow me on Twitter at FNsFinest, you will know all the up-to-dates and all the stuff that goes on whenever it is I'm about to stream. I appreciate if you guys leave some comments in the comment section. The little YouTube live control page is acting kind of weird today, so if I can see comments, that would be great. If I can't, it's going to be a bit upsetting. I'm not sure exactly what I can do. Okay, so we already got some people here for the party, some usuals. Gotta say what's up to the homie Marble and what's up to the homie War Thug. You early. You early. How you early? I'm on time for once, brother. I'm on time. So, yeah. Let me explain what's going on with this little controller situation. I don't know where my actual PlayStation controller is. I actually have two. One that I have, though, presses random buttons, is a red controller I have. Then I kind of have like this see-through slick black controller. That one is the one that I normally use whenever I play Fight Night, but that one I can't find. And then my brother, who, brought me a controller for Christmas, it's like kind of like that plug-up generic PlayStation controller. And because I can't find that one and my red one's defective, I'm actually using that one right now. So, yeah, that's what's going on with the controller situation. Let's hit the comment section real quick. I'm on an online game right now. Shout out to Raphael K, who always seems to want shout outs whenever he comes to the stream, but welcome to the stream as well. Anybody else that comes through, if you guys have Twitter or something, do me a favor, tweet the stream out. Just copy and paste the link. Let's see if we can get a few extra people in here. That's more than usual. So we're going to head right into fight now. I'm going to be using the buttons too, so to be honest, I'm really not comfortable with this fighting with the buttons. I really do love fighting with the stick. But that's going to have to change today. So if you guys want to see a specific character or something, go ahead and leave it in the comment sections, and I'll try to use that specific player or whoever it is that comes up. Now, I believe this guy right here, Tito1992, if I remember correctly, he is a spammer. I know there's a challenge for me to use Miguel Cotto from my Online World Championship video, fighting against him on the greatest of all time with a fighter with similar ratings. So we're going to look to do that. He's going De La Hoya, so if he wants to go De La Hoya, we go ahead with the counter pick. We go ahead and roll with Thomas Hearns. So up to him if he wants to go ahead and use De La Hoya. So yeah, we talked about the advantages on the Live Fight Friday video. So yeah, I'm not really going to go over that again. Let me take a quick sip of this drink though. All right. So, how you guys doing today, man? I had a really rough day. Still is kind of a rough moment going on right now, but I still want to dedicate myself to streaming, regardless of what situations come up. It's it's not a drastic one. It's one of those situations where it's like you could be effective negatively, but streaming and doing YouTube is one of those things that just helps me take my mind off of bad stuff. So I'm hoping that streaming today will also do that for me. As we're in Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, let's see what this guy's record is, because I'm pretty sure he's a spammer if I'm not mistaken. I fought him before and I believe he was spamming. So we'll see the guy's record here in a second. My head-to-head record, I remember when I started this account, I was like, man, I'm going to go straight try-hard mode with this. I don't want to lose any matches, yada, yada, yada. And then I started leaving games because people were spamming. And there was some more stuff that was taking place, some flash knockouts, me trying to fight with low overall characters. So that's the reason my record looks the way it does. I mean, I still have 200 more wins than losses, so I ain't even mad. Let's check this guy's record. Yeah, he has a pretty good record as well. 19,067 losses, 780 losses, and I didn't check how many knockouts he had, but yeah. So he has a good record. Let's see if he's going to be spamming, though. As we do with every stream, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. If you guys think this guy's a spammer, leave spammer in the comment section. If you don't think he isn't, then go ahead, Klitschko. I don't know why you saw your comic twice, Marvel. I'm not exactly sure. Shit's crazy. Gotta go. Okay, War Thug. Well, at least thank you for stopping by. That's the most important thing. And we'll fight with either. I'll fight with Vladimir Klitschko in the next fight, or Vladimir, however you say the dude's name. I don't like the Klitschko brothers, to be honest. I feel like the Klitschkos, you know, even though they have little PhDs and anything else that they do, I don't feel like the Klitschkos in real life, you know, I don't respect their boxing style, because a lot of the time they're running, they're pushing people's heads down. They don't really fight. They don't punch often. I mean, you see them working that jab most of the time. You can't hate on them for that. But, you know, they do a lot of cheap stuff and a lot of stuff that's not truly boxing, which is the main reason as to why I don't really respect them as fighters. The same way I don't respect Amir Khan in the Louis Collazo fight that just took place. And god dang, look at that punch right there. Straight right counter hand, the back step straight connects right on the side of the temple. And we end up going down onto the canvas. So that's the first knockdown. We usually go into one fight expecting a knockdown. I can't really get knocked down much more because this right stick, you know, it doesn't throw all the punches that I'd like the angles that it comes out. Like if I hit what would be a normal jab, it might come out as a straight or something. So that's the main reason you see my jab looks a bit different. It doesn't have that same kind of flair, that same kind of snap in it. It's because of the mere fact this controller isn't the greatest. So generic PlayStation controller for the win. Anybody who's just joining the stream, I explained that earlier, and hopefully if you have a question about what do you mean by bad controller, somebody can answer that for me. I haven't checked comments yet. I check comments in between rounds for those of you who aren't regulars on the stream. We always check them in between rounds, and one thing I gotta do at this point is just limit the amount of counters getting through. We should have Arachnid Soul joining us in a bit. Hopefully he will be able to make it. If not, you know, all good. But he should be available at one point in the stream. So you will hear from Arachnid, just in case anybody was wondering about that. A little quick lag spike right there. But already the feeling I have from fighting this guy is that he cannot outbox me. That's the main feeling that I'm getting from him right now. Are you actually going to watch the first pick of the NFL draft? I don't normally watch the NFL draft. I'm a huge football fan. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge New York Giants fan. I know a lot about NFL football, actually. But I don't usually sit down and watch the draft because I feel like you sitting back and watching who's going to get picked and watching them where they're going to get picked and when. It's like you're going to find out where they're going to go on the team. And then during the off season when, training camp starts going on, that's when I really like to see where the picks are coming from and, you know, what is it that they're going to do. And you could tell all the pre-hype that comes during the preseason. You get a good look at the draft pick. So I'm not a big college football fan. I tried to get into it last year, but Syracuse disappointed me. So, yeah, I'm not going to watch the first pick of the NFL draft. So what are some things that we assessed about this guy? Let's talk about this De La Hoya right here. As I try to pull my mic over. What are some things that we noticed about this De La Hoya? He doesn't throw a lot of combinations. In all honesty, I don't think he has many combinations. He's spamming a little bit of that straight and then the side step uppercut. Style-wise, he wants us to obviously chase him, which is what we're doing now. But we're not going to chase him for long. There's a difference. If you guys watched that video that I put out yesterday, Wednesday, the Online World Championship video, you'll know for a fact that see right there, that's supposed to be a left uppercut, and I can't even do that. I'm trying to fight with the buttons right now. But anybody who knows me as a fighter, watch that video. That's what I'm talking about. Watch the video from yesterday. You guys know for a fact that I talk about the difference between actually knowing a counter and a guy who's just going to constantly step in different directions because he knows it's going to have him, or, you know, give him a good chance of a counterpunch animation. That's the type of guy you're seeing right here in the ring tonight. He just steps because it seems like he's He thinks that's what's going to give him a counter, so you just see him stepping now. If you hear the sounds carefully on the stream, you can tell which one is a counter punch and what is just a regular shot. God, it's so tough to fight with this controller, though. It just all feels so weird. And just look at this type of guy. I don't know what kind of fun he gets out of fighting like this. Look at that. Side step, uppercut, straight, uppercut, straight. It's so boring, and it's like, a guy like that, you could tell doesn't watch boxing. He has no respect for the sweet science. And the ones that do, you know for a fact that they don't really understand the sport. Let's see, he wants you to chase him. Yeah, he definitely wants me to chase him. Are you going to continue Road to the Top 100 in stream? No, I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to continue the Top 100 series on stream. That's particularly something I want to do in a video series. This way I could go back and break down the fight, and also some things that I probably didn't notice what was going on in the fight, I can go ahead and implement it through the commentary, and I can really take time to break down and explain to you guys different techniques and different game plans and stuff that I use. And the Top 100 series is going well. It's going together really well. Somebody in the last video agreed that I should do a highlight from the previous one, so I'm going to be looking to implement that also. What's up, Tyler? Welcome to the stream. Don't hear the game audio, LOL. Okay, yes, Chaos, this is live. That's Uncle Chaos right there, Mr. James Separate. He's my coach. He's my trainer. You know, he's really taught me and showed me some things that, even though I'm a pretty accomplished fighter, I probably wouldn't have noticed some of this stuff if I didn't meet Mr. James Shepard there in the comment section. So big shout out to the homie Chaos. I don't have my usual controller, so these matches are going to be a lot tougher than they normally would be. See this guy right here? He's just gonna. Oh, there's a little 4-punch combination. I didn't think he had it in him. Look at this little jab, straight, left hook, right hook combination. Oh, he's tripling up these uppercuts. Look at this guy. He got some combos in him apparently. Really basic combos, but at least he's throwing these punches. You saw him close the gap. He decided he wasn't gonna run anymore. I'm proud of a guy like that, man. Who knows? Maybe just wanted us to believe he was a spammer. That's a little combination of our own right there. Okay, you know, I'm a bit proud of this guy. I didn't expect much from him. It came as a huge surprise to me that he would even, you know, get ready to sit down and start throwing combos. I guess we had the same thought right there. Him in terms of counterpunching, knowing I was gonna counterpunch, and me in terms of like, yeah, he's about to throw something. So still getting used to his timing here. I'm trying to throw a left uppercut and keeps throwing a right hook. Well, left hook. There we go. Landed some nice shots there. He did throw a lot of punches in that round. I believe most of them were blocked. Somebody said they couldn't hear the game audio, so I'm sorry about that. But somebody said they couldn't hear the game audio, so I'll go ahead and turn that up. There's a 30-second to a minute delay, though. About the comments, yes, there's a delay, so I don't see your comments exactly as they happen, but I am definitely paying attention to that. Tell me if you can hear the game audio a bit better now without it shutting out my mic, which is the main thing. Because like the commentary part was the most important thing. We did win that last round. Like I said, he did throw some combos that round. He didn't land as many combinations, but he definitely threw more combos that round. I wasn't sure if, you know, if they was gonna give him a round for that. But what we gotta do is outbox this guy. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling a bit more in the spirit now. I'm feeling this boxing a bit more. So we'll see how this goes. I'm definitely more concentrated. I'm definitely more focused now. Let's see what kind of fight he's gonna bring towards the table. I want to try to get in a left hook straight combination, which failed right there. Combo by him. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, we walked into that one. I didn't think that would be a stun, but Thomas Hearns does not have the greatest chin. So that is to be expected to get stunned a few times. There it is again. This ought to be a knockdown. Oh, well. There we go. Tie up right there. That was just a minor stun apparently. Either that was like a... What is that thing called again? The 1 second recovery? He trying to prove something today. Look at his body work. Look at his body work right now. Thomas Hearns does not have better stamina than De La Hoya, which is why I'm assuming he's going after the body so hard. I'm just trying to fight my way out the corner right here. Ooh. Well, they told him he won the round, so apparently he won the round. Set the comment section back again. I don't even know who that is. Adams, you're gonna have to tell me who that is. I know a lot of people say John Manziel, which is the guy who's pretty much been hyped up. I think he's from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. He's from Texas A&M. I can't really remember which school. He's draining his stamina big time. Yeah, he is. He's working really hard to win these early rounds, but it's still something I need to be aware of. I feel like if I had my good control, man, I'll be destroying this guy. Yeah, I'm not... I don't know what's going on with the draft, though. I don't know a lot of the college guys. I haven't been keeping up with it. Like, sports in general, besides boxing, I haven't kept up with much lately. Wait. He's not there, so we'll... See, this is what I do. When I see somebody isn't there, at first I thought he was going to try to sidestep or something. I won't box because it's kind of cheap to go ahead and just beat a guy up for that because he isn't there. We got the round so far, yeah. I mean, if you're not there, I'll at least secure one punch so I get the round. But I want a fair fight. I want a clean fight. If I see this goes on for an extended period of time, though, then yeah, I'll go ahead and knock you out. But also he was there. Now he was just being rude. I don't take kindly to that. Like, I literally thought he wasn't there. Let's see what he got. It sucks using the buttons too, man. I hate using the buttons, especially for my jab. I really would like to use that left stick. This guy's trying hard right now to work this body. It seems like we got Mr. Arachnid Soul who... Oh, no. That's not the proper intro. I'll let him introduce himself.
What's going on, YouTube community, boxing fans?
No, that's weak, man. To start it off the right way.
What's going on, YouTube community, boxing fans? What's going on? It's your boy, Arachnid Soul, intellectual, voracious, and passionate about Fight Night's live stream, as always.
That's the Arachnid Soul opening that we all know and love. What's good, Arachnid? Welcome to the stream, man.
Well, you know, I'm sitting here enjoying the official drink of the Arachnid Soul YouTube channel, the official drink of Arachnid Soul, and also the official drink of the Arachnid Soul subscribers, the almond milk chai latte you already know.
Oh my god, he was telling me about this yesterday. About the official Arachnid Soul drink.
It's that official drink. It's that. See, a lot of people don't understand it, but when I'm playing a boxing game and I'm in the corner, it's not water they're giving me. It's the almond milk chai latte. They got it in a little squirter bottle. That's all you need to know. You see it on my shirt. You see it on the hat. We got the logo on the back of the robe when I come to the ring.
Oh my god.
You heard? I heard you talking about football. Those old stories about college ball and the development of Gatorade down there in Florida with the Florida Gators. My team's drinking the almond milk chai latte.
Oh my god. So you're saying that it's not really Gatorade in those bottles, it's almond milk.
Oh yeah. With the chai latte, you got to have that combination. You know about
the
combination.
Chai latte, right?
It's that 1-2 combination.
Oh my god. Like this? That one that just didn't land?
Yeah, just like that one, except it lands.
All right, let me see if I can't get the almond milk chai latte combo to go through.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting counted for it, man. your combo sucks.
We need to have a little graphic come up that says sponsored by almond milk chai latte.
That'll be OP, man.
Yeah, anyway, Marble, Throwdown's off this week, so you can go back and watch that Flash Norton versus Naomichi Marufuji from last week. I think you saw it. Yeah, you saw it. You commented.
He was the first one to go over there. He saw it before I did, which is unusual. Yeah. You know, Arachnid, even though no matter how good of friends I am with Arachnid, he never gives me that preview, man. Even if it's like just 30 seconds and I'll be happy, but he never gives me the preview.
Nope.
That just shows you the dedication that he has towards Throwdown. No special privileges for anybody. I mean, he did say I get to call the next Jushin Thunder Liger match, so that I'm happy about.
Well, I see we have Commander James Shepard in the comment section joining us from the UK.
Uncle Chaos, man. That's Coach Chaos right there.
Pulled himself away from Fight Night and from the Mass Effect trilogy he just bought.
What did I say? Do I have to kick you off the stream?
I thought you said when I came on it was mandatory that I mention Mass Effect.
No. It's the exact opposite. You are not allowed to mention that game on the stream.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you bringing it up, so I just thought, you wanted me to bring it up. I'm surprised you don't have that logo on the screen too.
In the house, he is using a generic controller, Tyler. Yeah, it's like I don't know where my PlayStation controller is. The funny thing is, let me tell you guys a quick story. See, back in the day, I have 3 brothers, right? At first, we grew up with one PlayStation. We grew up with one N64. So the N64, yeah, you can go ahead and you can have 4 different controllers. And there was a lot of games that you can play with up to 4 people in, or 2 at a time. And I could take turns with, me and my brothers. So the thing about the PlayStation controllers is, not that you can't have up to 4 or 5, but most of the time when you get older, your brothers tend to stop playing games. I tend to stop playing games as much. And it's just me and my little brother now. And the thing is, for some reason, he has this competition that he likes to do with the game where it's like, whoever gets up first is going to get the PlayStation. And half the time, like, I don't touch this thing unless if I'm streaming or I need to record a video. That's the honest truth behind it. Most of the time I'm on the PC. If I'm not on the PC, I'm outside. So what he decided to do today was he decided to hide the controller from me. So I'm left with the controller my second oldest brother bought for me for Christmas. Now, he hasn't played games in a long time. He doesn't really, concern himself with video games anymore. Even though he's a young guy, it's like those young guys who grow up really fast and they look like they got kids by the time they're 20 years old. They got the mustache going. Everything is cool with him, but it's like, yeah, he doesn't know exactly what kind of controllers and stuff to buy. So for Christmas, he buys me this controller that it's a USB controller that has PlayStation support. It's like a generic PlayStation controller. And it's the thought that counts, so I actually like the controller and everything. It would be fine. Uh-oh, he's stunned. What the heck? There we go. I'm like, why doesn't he go down? He's just doubling up that jab, that stiff left jab into the side of the face, and we end up clocking him with the right hook over the top. But back to the back to the story. So the controller and everything is fine. I get ready to go play 2K. But the thing about the controller is that I noticed the right stick doesn't really work properly. Like I could try to throw like a left jab and like a straight will come out or something. See, like right there, I want to go throw a jab and it threw a straight out. And it's like it's the controller. The right stick is all funny and it's, excuse me, the stick is kind of stiff and everything. So yeah. He had a controller. I had a red one. That one just presses random buttons. I had a blue one before that. I've been through over like 7 Sony PlayStation controllers. And with Fight Night, those sticks go quick, man. So I'm using this generic PlayStation controller, and I can't use the stick. I'm up here trying to use the buttons, which is why you see so many 1-2s. It's just one of those things.
Well, I can tell you right now, between Fight Night and that new soccer game you got, those sticks are not going to last long, even on the generic controller.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I know you're trying to duck me on that game, though. That whole line. I mean, I tried to play along earlier. Fight Night was installing Pro Evolution 2014. And he's sitting there trying to tell me, oh, my console's freezing up. It's having issues. I know he's just trying to duck me.
Arachnid.
But,
Yes.
I mean, I tried to play it because he knows I've been playing that series since, what, like 2008? Yeah,
Like
I mean...
look, if I didn't have to download these patches, you could have got it on stream.
Oh, yeah, we do need to do that, man. People are really
complaining. I will stream tomorrow, a special edition. Just so I can kick his behind on this Pro Evolution Soccer game he's so high on. I will destroy this man. He knows nothing about these skills. These imaginary skills that don't exist at the moment. It's going to be my first ever game on the game. I will stream it. Either that or we can record it from different perspectives and you know we might cut up the video and do something nice with it. But I will, just to prove Arachnid is not superior to me, I will do that just for Arachnid. Just to prove my point.
Oh, yeah, I know you want to cut up the video. Like those 4-year-olds that post Call of Duty Ghosts and they cut up the video so they look good and they
That's
show
not
you
what
how
I
to get
meant by cut up the video. I meant one moment you have it from my perspective and the next we have it from yours.
We know what you meant, trying to get that 400 kill streak. Even though you're jumping around different maps, all of a sudden it's a clip from like, you know, Modern Warfare. It's like, come on. Anyway... Let's hope that he has the patch in tomorrow.
I will have the patch in tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm a bees there. I'm a bees there for what I got to do. That's that broken English for you. That's how serious I am about this. But Raphael, my favorite fighter. Oh God. Ouch. Damn. My favorite fighter to use in this game is, oh snap. Oh snap. Come on. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Okay. It didn't fail me. But my favorite fighter to use on the game is Roberto Duran, 147 welterweight. He's my favorite fighter to use on the game. I like using the Bean too. Out of all my favorite characters, those are my favorite. I know I have a good Bernard Hawkins. I can fight with Tom. I can fight with any character pretty much. Like, I can't fight with, the 2 characters I can't fight with on this game is Sugar Shane Mosley. I'm just god-awful with him. And, I tend to struggle with the Klitschko's. But other than that, I can pretty much use any character in the game. Hit the comment section back again. Arachnid talking about dunking like Skip Bayless on First Take. We will hold you to it. Actually stream tomorrow. What time? What time?
You know, the messed up thing is too, I was telling Fight Night I'm getting that Outlast game probably tonight, and I'm not getting that weak console version. I'm getting the PC version. So he knows I'm probably going to be playing that tomorrow. So now he's trying to interrupt that by promoting this live stream and saying we're going to be playing soccer. I mean, come on.
You set up the challenge, so you better. You see him trying to duck me, y'all? I know y'all hear him trying to duck now. Oh, I'm going to play Outlast tomorrow. You better man up to your word, Arachnid. The stream is listening.
I got no problem, man. I'll beat you on this live stream. And I'm going to tell everybody right now who I'm bringing, so there's a heads up. I'm going to bring a team I'm sure Chaos is a fan of. I know Sakuraba1982 is a fan of them. I'm bringing Blue Justice. I'm not talking about Eugene Nagata. I'm talking about Chelsea from the Premiership.
Whatever
Fight
American
Nights.
team is on the game is what team I'll be using. I'm proud to represent my red, white, and blue. I don't care how more overpowered Chelsea might be. We rolling with the American squad, man. Because that's just what we do. And
I guess
whatever team has the most black players on it, too. So if it's whatever team has to be used, is whatever team has to be used. You're going to get this work.
so. What you're telling me is it's going to be Chelsea because Major League Soccer is not in the game, which is the American League. It's going to be Chelsea versus, I guess, the U.S. National World Cup team.
Yup.
So so you'll be playing with my boy. I have to admit it. My favorite team is LA Galaxy. My favorite player is Landon Donovan. You'll be playing with him. You'll be misusing him. They're probably going to demote him from captain of the team when they see how you use him out there on the pitch. But tomorrow night, Chelsea will be defeating the United States. You heard it here, and it will be going down on the live stream.
Do you want to bet on this, Arachnid?
Well, I mean, come on now.
I'm confident I'm gonna win, y'all. I'm that confident that I'm willing to bet that I will buy Minecraft. I will buy Minecraft and play it.
Well,
everybody knows how much I hate Minecraft.
You already said you're getting it. We gotta have different wagers.
I might have said I was getting it. That didn't mean I meant it.
Oh, so how can I actually take you on your word then? Trying to make bets, telling me now that, I see how it is.
All right. Something realistic here. Y'all leave the bet in the comment section. Whatever you want me to bet Arachnid is what I will do.
I mean, and then when he loses tomorrow, he's gonna make the excuse he's still playing on the generic controller.
Now I'm gonna have my good controller by then. Don't worry about that.
I think somebody sold that controller.
Nobody can sell the controller. We don't pawn stuff. We're not Indian. That was a racial. Yes, that was. Oh.
I think somebody in your house might have run out to the ice cream truck with that controller, trying to trade PS3 controller for.
There it goes. It's coming. Arachnid, don't ruin it this time. Get your chin
checked.
Oh my God! Get off the call. Get off the call. Where is he? We had to let Arachnid go for That's the only chin check of the fight, and he just interrupts the chin check. You just can't do that. It's disrespectful. In the words of Mr. Golden Sport, don't test me. Well, that's not exactly how he says it. He's like, don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. And somebody please teach this man some defense as he eats the straight right hand right to the face. Get dropped onto the canvas for the third time. He ran out of stand. Let's call Arachnid back now. He should cool down now after this. Have you learned your lesson, Arachnid?
Get your chin checked.
Oh my God. This is why I might have to hang up on him again. The rudeness. Oh snap, that was a nice counter. Oh, look at him doubling up that step uppercut. He's not playing no games. Look at the spam. Look at that spam, y'all. Look at it. There it goes again. Okay. We see you with those uppercuts and the side step straights. Look, this is how you know he went straight thug mode on me. He went straight thug mode with the side step uppercuts.
I mean, I'm just glancing at this fight once in a while, but I mean, the first round it looked like this guy was just throwing like stick and move type punches one at a time, backing up. Round 2, he came in with a couple of the 3-hit, 4-hit combos. I mean, he's actually been fighting a pretty decent fight.
Well, now he's resorting to that step uppercut.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least it's a last resort. At least that wasn't round 1.
He's been using it quite a bit lately.
You know, I guess he figures he's boxed enough.
Oh, look at that mean overhand.
He figures he's boxed enough now. You know, you can't really say he's not a sim fighter. You can't say he's a spammer. So now he can start spamming.
He left. He left the game.
Oh, really?
He left the game.
I'm sitting here trying to put him over, and then he's just going to bounce.
Look at that rage quit. See, there's a difference between leaving the game because you're sick of somebody and then leaving the game because you know you're about to get knocked out. That was the fourth knockdown. He didn't want no more. And he just leaves the game.
He must have that that old school Nintendo power vest on where you can really feel the hits.
Jabber, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. High fives, Arachnid. What? Yeah. Marble, please. Arachnid's announcing sounds like Muro from Showtime. Can't take it anymore after Saturday. Y'all being rude, man. Let me Arachnid has that. He should be a professional announcer. He just should. I think Arachnid is that good where he could be a professional announcer. And I'm not tuning his horn or anything. Because, you know, you give Arachnid an inch, this guy will take 25 miles. So never give Arachnid an inch a day in his life. But in this retrospect, if you haven't checked his channel out already, please do so. It's youtube.com/Arachnid Soul. Please check him out. He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy.
I mean, I'd like to just say I appreciate that, but the fact that you threw the word retrospect in there and used it in grammatically incorrect context.
I didn't say retrospect.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard the word retrospect.
I didn't even bring. Where did you get that from?
I don't know, man. You're gonna have to listen back to the
Couple
stream.
of screws loose right there.
Yeah. Anyway, so what is today's like all button day?
Apparently so.
So if you're fighting somebody who's actually listening to this in the stream, are you saying that you want them to use buttons too if they usually use the sticks?
They can use whatever they want. I'm just trying to win the matches with however I can with this thing.
Oh, I see there's Big Lokes in the stream.
Big Lokes, what's up, dog? Welcome to the stream, man. The Cotton Kill. I think this guy's a spammer too.
See, I think Big Lokes would have been here earlier, probably around 4:20, but he was busy doing something else.
You know, everybody. We're going to use the Marvelous one, man. I haven't used Haggler in so long. Oh, of course they're going to pick Alvarez. That's just what they do. But, you know, it don't matter. Marvelous is marvelous, man. What more can you want?
All right. I see you finally have my logo on the stream 3 years too late.
It's not. I gave you the plug and I put your thing up on the stream. Disrespectful.
You know how it is, though. People go to these videos. You got a 14-minute video up. They're going to watch 2 minutes and then tell you, hey, why didn't you do this? Even though you did do it, but they just wanted to leave a comment and jump out. And then they kind of look stupid later on when somebody makes them aware that you actually did that.
It's not worth talking about.
So
People
to have
are
it
gonna do stupid things. It happens.
So to have it 38 minutes into the stream.
Well, you weren't here from the beginning.
Yeah, but I thought maybe you would foreshadow a little bit, give the people something to look forward to.
When you come on the show, it has to be a surprise, man. You're that uncontained secret. You're like that government thing nobody's supposed to know about. And when it does come out, everybody's like, I knew it. I knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time. That's how you got to think about it, Arachnid.
So you're saying it's kind of like, let me throw some references over your head here. It's kind of like when Johnny used to sit behind the desk and Don Rickles would come out, or you'd get Rodney coming out, or Joan would come out and do a couple of minutes, and Ed would be sitting there laughing. You had Severinsen in the orchestra. It's kind of like that is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So they think of it as a positive thing. All right, let's work this body, man. Like, you see this guy, I think, like I said, I think he's another spammer. Now, I'm not judging him. I just think from a prior match that I have with him, he's just going to spam straights and sidestep uppercuts. You see him mixing in that jab every now and again. But for the most part, it's been exactly what I said from what I can remember about this guy. Is hooks. I mean, not hooks. He doesn't have that in his arsenal. It's uppercuts and straights. See a couple of hooks downstairs to the body, but okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Chaos is saying that about the guy you just fought or who, but he's saying somebody had a 20% did not finish ratio on this game.
Yeah, the guy I'm fighting now has a 20% did not finish ratio on this game. I don't know about Tito. Tito was just a straight up, I don't know what he was, but yeah.
I mean, that might be a bad internet connection, or
that was not a bad internet connection. It was the 10th round and he just got knocked down for the 3rd time in that round.
You know, he might be marching around his living room now, pissed off because he wanted to finish that fight. You know, the Roadrunner internet dropped, and he's like, "Man, I was just about to take that guy."
Yeah, okay.
Because he was probably gonna get that was round 10. Probably in that round, he could have got maybe 5 knockdowns on you. He could have come back and won that.
I mean, okay, let's go with that.
Especially with that controller, with those like stiff sticks, where it's gonna be harder to get up.
I can't even. Now it's lagging. Thanks for the jinx, Arachnid.
Okay. Well, you have that Quest, that CenturyLink internet.
Nobody don't gotta question my internet. It's always somebody else.
You got that. Those Quest people are sloppy too. Like they show up, they don't even run the grounds underline. They'll just run them above your lawn. Little kids are running through playing frisbee, busting their jaws on the concrete, 10 stitches because somebody ran the
Three missing
CenturyLink.
teeth that they never gonna
Yeah,
get back.
trying to sue you.
False teeth.
Oh.
You're 12 years old and you already got 3 fake ones in the front part of your mouth.
Well, I mean, the best thing about false teeth, though, is when the dentist doesn't care enough to, like, match up the color.
Oh, God, that would be worse.
You know? You got all those yellow teeth, and then in the front, you got those 2 bucky, like, white teeth.
Oh, God, that would be messed up.
It's like 2 sizes too big, 9 shades too bright. Can't even chew in the front, gotta chew on the side, because in the front, the teeth don't match up.
Look like somebody's mouth guard.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy right here? I hate fighting people like this, because it's like, what do you get out of this? Does he not know Ricardo Alvarez is an inside fighter?
I mean,
Look,
I don't
he
think...
refuses. He's going to be one of those guys that refuse to come forward.
But I don't think if you have a strategy that usually works, that you switch it up or you take into account any real life stuff about these fighters.
See, that's
if it
supposed
works,
to be a jab. Like, oh my God, I can't with this controller right now.
he's making excuses all night for these punches.
When do you ever see me throw a double straight combination?
I mean, I don't, but at the same time, you just gotta, we all know you have your real controller. Just try to own up to it.
Oh my God. This guy Arachnid.
Because I think what happened is you went out and bought one of those turbo controllers trying to cheat.
Oh my
And-
God. The specular. See, what is up with your stories? Every week
I'm just saying.
is a new story with this guy.
I'm just
week.
saying. Sounds like you have one of those Sega Genesis controllers with like the 6 extra buttons on there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to push 2 buttons way over on the left, trying to get that Sub-Zero fatality action going on.
Right. Arachnid. Plus. I don't know how many times we gotta say this. I bet somebody in the comment section right now is like, Arachnid, you're completely ridiculous with these stories. It's like week after week, time after time, he adds a new storyline up. Where it's like, where is he getting his information from?
I'm just saying. I just know you as a person enough to know some of these tactics, some of the little
He
schemes
says I
you like
have
to pull.
cheating ways. And he just said as a person, I like to cheat people. Like, what kind of common sense does this have?
You talking about that earlier on when you were asked who your favorite fighters were in this game, you didn't even mention James Toney. That's
He's
messed
not
up.
on the game.
But you always use him. He's your OWC. He's your go-to guy. He's
Oh God, Arachnid, why?
I mean, can't get any love. I just can't. Man.
What? Hold on, Tyler. Are you? Hold on. Let me check this comment section. Oh, okay. I saw something from earlier. Frankly, I enjoy the stories. Marvel, why do you enjoy the stories? He has a minimalist approach, trying to beat you with high percentage shots versus volume. It happens to me sometimes. Are you saying this guy has a technical approach to this fight? Check the punch stats after this. There's nothing technical about this guy. This is the misconception. This is what's gonna make me go off right now. This is not boxing. Look at this guy. This is not boxing. This is a guy who knows how to exploit the game. This is a guy who knows the right uppercut is a beast. He knows for a fact that the straight right hand is one of the most landed punches on the game. And he knows for a mere fact that he can win these rounds by just constantly throwing uppercuts, step uppercuts, and straights. That is nothing technical about it, Tyler. There's nothing technical about this. This is a disgrace. When have you seen a guy in real boxing take the time out to throw nothing but left up or right uppercuts and straight right hands?
I also noticed for some reason, especially at the start of this round, maybe he's been doing it all fight, but he's continually switching from orthodox to a southpaw stance, and I'm not sure what the technique there is. Because the thing is, while he's switching from orthodox to southpaw, he's still rotating in the same direction.
Yeah, because that would be the big thing. Like, you see me, I'm trying to rotate to my right, which is what you're supposed to do as a southpaw fighter. You jab and then you rotate to your right, so you can keep your lead right foot on the outside of his power foot. Now you're seeing it here where it's like he doesn't know what he wants to do, and it's like there's nothing technical about this. Tyler, if you watch boxing, you obviously know boxing. Please show me a fighter in the ring who does what he's doing right now. I will love to see this.
I mean, I have seen this in tough man boxing.
Tough man boxing. What's that?
Oh well. Just almost like how you have most boxing is sim boxing. Tough man boxing is almost like how back in the day in UFC they just let anybody in the cage. Tough man is just if you sign a waiver and you can put gloves on. I don't even know that they necessarily check your athletic ability or your heart. They'll put you in the ring against another guy who's not actually a boxer, and instead of having a sim fight, these two guys just with no technology just punch the hell out of each other until one guy falls over.
Well, I hope this guy falls over sometime soon. Like, imagine trying to sidestep like that constantly. Just constantly trying to sidestep, and then you can't even get balanced. That's a balance issue right there. You trying to step like that and throw an uppercut. With this guy right here, the fact somebody said this is technical boxing, that really did not make me feel well about the boxing IQ of Tyler. It's like,
well, no,
that's
because
not.
Tyler's clearing it up though. He's saying that he agrees with you, and that what he means is last night he played a guy, and this guy just would not fight. And he's talking about yes, it is a disgusting technique, but sometimes it does work in the end with the judges and the scorecard.
It's
He's
gonna
not
work.
saying he agrees with
win
it.
this fight. There's no doubt about that. I'm not. This guy right here is like, he's just ridiculous.
But I think a guy like Butterbean, if I'm not mistaken, started out. I don't know if he started out, but the first time I was really aware of him was in the tough man style boxing.
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm gonna just keep trying to throw as many combinations as I can. Try to break him down like that. I swear, if I could really just like get in punches the way how I would like, I will be fighting a completely different fight right now. But I can't.
It's almost like we can hear the frustration get turned up because we're hearing more button pushing over there.
And you can hear the buttons. That's all I'm doing is pressing buttons. I can't even hit the stick.
I just hear clicking over there. I mean, what technique do you have? You're saying that he's gonna win the fight. What technique could you possibly pull out of your hat at this point to turn this thing around and win this?
Well, if I stop talking and you can entertain him for a minute, I could probably concentrate.
All right, let me go back to this comment section. Yeah, I'm Tyler saying that there are no fighters that do that.
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah, it's a lack of respect for the sport. He's saying. Yeah, he's talking about people like to throw kind of basic combinations, throwing the ones, 1, 2. Yeah, well, that's what he's saying. It's a one, or if it's a combination, it's a 1, 2. But yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
Okay, Tyler, I apologize. Use the lean straight when he's on the ropes. I don't, Big Locks. I don't even want to resort to that. It's disgusting. Like, you can use a lean if you lean inside the side and then you come through with a straight. But even then, like, if you try to do that in real life, imagine you just lean from left to right and then you get down and then you throw a lean straight. That thing is going to have absolutely no power behind it if you try to throw a straight like that and punch a guy in the mouth. You need to be upright. You need to be to the point where you can pivot off that back or off that back right foot of yours if you're an orthodox fighter, and then pop him with that straight and get the shoulders rotated back so you can hit the guy. You can't. This guy right here is like, I don't even want to use that on the game. It's just disgusting. I've done it before, but it's like, it's so cheap. The angle you're going to get on it. Like,
I'm
watch this.
telling you,
Look, I don't even think I can throw a lean straight because look at that. Like, what power would you get from that?
they need to start putting these games, especially like EA with these sports games, they need to start putting more of them online. So, you know, when these games get a little stale or there's certain exploits, you know, maybe there's some patches and some mods that people will come out with that can actually correct some of this stuff.
I wish this game was on PC and they came up with a mod for this.
You know, and not just, you know, game changing mods and patches, but also how about putting in some new fighters where the faces are like photorealistic because they actually scanned faces, you know. Once you have the boxing down and the all the little exploits are fixed, then you can start getting silly, making new arenas, making new rings. You could have, you know, different things in the leagues and championship belts you could mod. I mean, there's a lot they could do, but for whatever reason, they just don't feel like putting certain sports games on the PC.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that you can only do that on a PC. I feel you should be able to do that on a console. Just put the DLC out. I'm pretty sure. I know I'll buy it.
Yeah. But the thing is, on a console, like any DLC, that's got to be official. That's got to come through the official chains. Like, you know, on PC, you can have user-created DLC, whereas on a PlayStation and Xbox, that's all stuff that came out of the company.
See, what a lot of people don't know is that DLC almost basically started with Fight Night Champion, especially where it came to like people with the online pass. That started on here. The purchasing of XP for your fighters and boosters, that started on Fight Night Champion. Fight Night Champion was, you know, it was the groundwork for a lot of that stuff that you see now in Madden and you see now in 2K with people in the coin games, and a lot of that stuff all started right here, and a lot of people don't recognize that. Hit the comment section again. It's like the guy that uses Tyson or Marciano that do nothing but throw uppercuts in a gym. I'll take his head off, but you can't do much about it. Yeah, I had a subscriber, man, the other day, and I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, but as subscribers, I feel like you have the same mindset that I have when it comes to playing the game. If you're gonna pick Marciano, everybody knows, or anybody who knows boxing knows, Marciano had absolutely no footwork. The guy had no athleticism, but he can hit like a truck, and he was well conditioned, and he came on the inside, and he had Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, so if he was anywhere in space, he was getting shook up because, you know, the guy, he didn't even have good defense, and all he can really do was punch and punch often. That's what made him successful as a fighter, because he knew his limitations and he knew what he can do to get past those limitations, or what he has to do in order to get past the limitations. What you seen from what the subscriber did was he boxed, not really even boxed, but he just kept his distance like this, and then whenever you got anywhere close to him, he'll pop a power straight and then he'll run afterwards. Or, you know, he was just in space all the time, and it's like, you know how hard Marciano hits, and there's not much you're going to be able to do about it. So, plus I was using Evander Holyfield. I mean, it could have been a fight where I could have just outboxed him, and I remember sitting on the call with Arachnid, and I was like, Arachnid, he's not going to win another round. And then I won the next 2 rounds, and I just got annoyed with the fact that he kept running. And I was like, you know, I don't want to fight this kind of guy anymore. So I stuck out the entirety of the fight, and then I just deleted the guy off my friends list. It was such a disgraceful thing to deal with, especially from a sub. You don't expect that kind of fight.
Well, I kind of expect that now, but anyway, I see Dave the Ripped One, who he's been underground. He's in the comments section. He says, "What up?" We haven't heard from him in about 6 years.
Dave, man, where have you been? It's like you've been missing longer than Bin Laden did.
Yeah, I mean, I think we found Dave in that same little spider hole where we found Saddam Hussein. Dave was just down there chilling with the PSP.
Yeah. He didn't even have the Vita. He just said, screw it, man. I'll take that Need for Speed Pro Street and go straight on the ground.
He had that old school. He had that Mod Nation Racers going on. They lifted up the hood. He's like, man, I'm trying to customize this guy.
Came back with a Game Boy Color, got a little bit of Donkey Kong rolling in his life. Dave was feeling good.
No, he didn't even have the Game Boy Color. He had the old colored Game Boy, where it was still that mustard-colored screen, but the plastic was orange.
Ew.
Anyway, let me get to some of these comments. Marble wants to know. Okay, wow, there's a lot of comments coming. Marble wants to know about the Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. How's the series in general? Who makes it? Is it good? I've always wanted to try, he says. It's made by Konami. I believe the series has been coming out since the mid 90s, maybe like 95 or 97. I've been playing it since, oh God, maybe the past 8 years. And I'm also a guy who plays FIFA, or did play FIFA, so I'm not one of these, some of these fanboys who will bash one console even though they only own one and they don't play the other one. I call it down the middle. So as a guy who's played FIFA and Pro Evolution, I think most people would say that they prefer FIFA, but that's because they've given FIFA the time. They don't play Pro Evolution, and they go play Pro Evolution for 2 minutes, and the controls are different, and they complain because the team licenses aren't there. Even though you can patch the game really easy so you can have all the legit team names and licenses and all the leagues and everything. To me, Pro Evolution Soccer, me personally, it's more fun. I've bought both games. I prefer Pro Evolution Soccer. 2014 does have a brand new engine, which I was skeptical about, but I will say the engine is much better because in terms of that close footwork when you're trying to juke people and steal the ball, a lot of the time in the old games, you had to be less aggressive because you were scared there was going to be a foul called, whereas in the new game, they fixed it. You can be aggressive, and when you have that match between like Man City and Manchester United, or it's FC Barcelona versus Chelsea, or whatever you want to do, really top-notch teams, the gameplay is so intensive and so intense. The passes are on point. The goals are on point. The learning curve for the game is extremely high, which is another reason. If you play FIFA, you can pick up FIFA and get really good at it quick. Pro Evolution's going to take you a while. Anyway, you want to say something, Fight Night?
I know nothing about the series. I'm not even paying attention to the comment section right now since you was reading them off.
All right, let me see what else. Yep, Tyler's also saying, how about a new DLC pack with new fighters? Jacob should be in an update. They can throw in Mikey Garcia. Yeah, he's basically talking about how about if, I guess what he's saying is, how about if you guys aren't going to release a new game, how about at least giving us some new fighters that you sit down and spend a week on just to keep the game fresh?
I think that would be a great idea, but in the same token, most people ain't they're not gonna deter from the different fighters you can use. I mean, I will.
Yeah.
But how many guys do you think once they see maybe Mikey Garcia or Keith Thurman hits with 100 punching power? How many guys do you think is going to stop using them? I don't see the game changing any bit, whether they add more fighters to the game or not. I think it's just time. If it was a game where it wasn't so much based on how hard you guys hit, and people actually had to learn how to use defense. If the game wasn't so much base oriented on that, then you'll see a much bigger selection of characters because you can win with any fighter then. But the game, it kind of forces you to have to pick certain fighters in order to win on a competitive level. I try the button combination with the stick. It's awesome. Yeah, Eric, that's the way I like to fight too, but I can't do that right now. It's either I like to use all sticks or stick and button combination together. But right now I'm reduced to nothing but the buttons. And trying to throw uppercuts with the buttons is a nightmare, especially when the triangle and circle decides it's not going to go through correctly. Read me some more comments, man, because I'm in the round now.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's talking about wanting more like welterweights in the game, more middleweights in the game in the DLC. The funny thing is,
more heavyweights.
Well, I mean, when you play some of the older boxing games and the rosters are smaller, the complaint was the rosters are too small. So now that they've expanded the roster, it's funny to me because when I did play the game, I noticed people were picking the same fighters. So to me, you could add another 50 fighters to the game, which, when you're going through the Legends or Legacy mode would be awesome because you wouldn't have to fight as many generic non-existent people. But at the same time, in head-to-head or even who people are going to pick to play with in single player, I feel like they'd still pick the same fighters because it's always like there's 3 fighters that people will pick a lot on this game, and maybe there's a pool of maybe 8 that you'll see kind of mixed up, but there's a lot of people that never get picked as it is.
Yeah, let's talk about the main selection you're going to see whenever you play. Heavyweight, Mike Tyson. Pretty much Mike Tyson, Marciano, and if it's not Marciano, it's Frost. That's the fighters that you're going to see on heavyweight. Middleweight, Ricardo Alvarez, which is what you're seeing here. For welterweight, at 147, it's De La Hoya. For 140, it's Manny Pacquiao. Those are going to be the main fighters that you see whenever that you play online. You'll get the occasional Cotto, possibly. You'll get the occasional Bishop, the occasional Robinson. But, you're not going to really get anything different from that. And then lightweight, you get Diego Corrales, you get Pernell Whitaker, and you get Roberto Duran. I mean, some people will go with Gamboa, but nobody don't ever use Robert the Ghost Guerrero. You don't ever see anybody use him. You don't ever see anybody use Vinny Paz or fighters of that caliber. You don't see nobody use Sonny Liston. You barely see Muhammad Ali on the game. You don't see Joe Frazier that much. You don't see Lennox Lewis. You don't see George Foreman. You don't see any of those characters. And then on OWC, you got the wannabe Floyd Mayweathers. So the people who give Floyd all these different styles that he actually never wears in a fight. If you don't see a Floyd Mayweather, you see just some outrageous kind of scary Harry Potter face kind of fighter on the game. It's ridiculous the type of fighters that you see on the game. It would be nice if you can use better upper body movement. There are limits. You can't. Head movement doesn't even work, man. Are you doing subscriber fights? You guys, we could do some. We can do 2 subscriber fights. Fight Night, you play in Xbox 360 too. No, I don't own an Xbox 360. I've never owned a Microsoft gaming product. Period. I don't like Xbox. I'm not an Xbox guy. I like my subscribers on Xbox. But, if will I get an Xbox One? Absolutely not.
I mean, honestly, though, the way that PlayStation 3's acting up now, he might have a 360 next week.
Don't listen to him. Don't get their hopes up. It's
like,
I'm being completely honest with you. I never will buy an Xbox. It's just not in my makeup. Most of my stuff is Sony products. My PlayStation Vita works well with my PlayStation 3, and it will work well when I decide to buy a PlayStation 4. I really don't have any reason to get an Xbox besides the fact that to play with subscribers.
Well, I mean, I think, though, that you're playing, I always say, like, the PC in a way, because it has Windows, is almost like a Microsoft, because Windows is Microsoft, so he's playing League of Legends. Well, so is it the controller that bothers you?
I don't like Xbox-style controllers, and I don't like Xbox-style products, period. I don't even like Windows 8.
Well, yeah, nobody likes Windows 8.
If this wasn't like the only thing, I mean, I'm not gonna go spend $2,000 on a freaking MacBook for it to run basically minimum spec games. Like what would be the point of that? And then Linux doesn't have all the greatest support with a lot of other operating systems in terms of games, so you gotta go with Windows.
Yeah, well, I think because the Steam boxes, as far as it is now, all but one of them runs Linux. So I think that's going to open up people's minds a little bit to Linux, and also that'll open up people's minds to PC gaming because it's going to trick them to think they're playing on a console.
I mean, to me, it doesn't really care about the console feel or whatever. I'm a console guy. I have 1 or 2 games that I like to play on the PC. But I'm a console guy, and even for the PC games that me and Arachnid want to play, we're using controllers. So what does that tell you?
But that's the thing. A controller does not make it more or less a PC game. That is not a trait.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying you're comfortable with a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard. Like, you can easily sit there and learn to play loadout with the keyboard and using the WASD keys, or you can pop in that controller, which is basically feels like you're playing a console game.
But it depends on the game, too, because, I mean, I have games on the PlayStation, like Mahjong games and different things. We're not going to go into what Mahjong is anyway, but I feel more comfortable plugging the mouse into the PlayStation, or for things that I need the keys for, plugging that into the PlayStation. And then on other games, I feel more comfortable with the controller. The same thing's true on the PC. I mean, you play League of Legends with a mouse and keyboard. If they added controller support, there's not enough buttons, and it would feel goofy to you.
Oh, it won't even work because you won't have the same level of accuracy to click the mouse. But and the people don't want to hear that, man.
Can you imagine that, holding the analog stick, trying to drag the little arrow over to a part of the screen, and then having to hit X to see what's going on over there?
No, I can't imagine that. What I can imagine is me playing a UFC game. I only play Fight Night. I don't play UFC games. If I was to play a UFC game, I feel like I have to start watching UFC and MMA just so I can actually learn stuff about the sport. I don't believe in playing a sport game where I'm ignorant towards the sport and I don't understand the sport. I feel like it's a disrespect to the sport because the sport games are meant to simulate what goes on in the actual sport, which is why when people get on here and they fight like this guy does with a sidestep left, right uppercuts and straight right hands, it pisses me off because that's not how the game was meant. That's not even what the game was based on. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, if your PS3 wasn't acting up, I'd probably send you EA MMA, just let you borrow it and, mess around on there, get used to it, see what it's about.
yeah, I like I said, it's not like I want to play a UFC game. I just don't have no knowledge to it. The only I know like 5 fighters on UFC. You got GSP or GS whatever the dude's name. Or what is it, St. Pierre or something?
George St. Pierre.
Yeah, you got him. You got John Jones. You got Anderson Silva, Alistair Overeem, and Bigfoot Silva. Other than that, don't know any other UFC fighters.
It's so weird to me that like so many people will talking about Overeem and they'll talk to me and say like he's a UFC guy because I watched him so much, not only in MMA, but he was a kickboxer. He's competed in other sports, but mostly in Japan. And I don't watch UFC, so when I hear UFC people talk about him, I'm like, wow, he really, I guess, came into his own over there.
The only reason I know who he is because the only pay-per-view I watched was Bigfoot and Alistair Overeem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that the EA MMA game did a really nice job if you went through that career mode. And by the way, when I say career mode, I'm talking about it's based on boxing, not there's, movie plots and stuff like that's not in there. It's just boxing and MMA and training. But they really do break down MMA. They talk about side control. They talk about techniques and how to sprawl and brawl. So hopefully in the new EA UFC game that I probably won't get ever, but hopefully in that game they'll break it down too to kind of educate some of the newer fans of the sport.
Yeah, very possible. But if they added some fighters and corrected others, maybe I will find some new guys to use. At least keep it fresh while they build a new game, play with some improvements and updates. I feel like, to be honest, I think they should update the game too. It's like updates cost the company nothing to make out. All it does is causes time. And, they got the new technology and going back towards it. They're all working on EA UFC. But if they released an update, I think that'll make the game better. Like, there probably could be some code for up and down blocking. If they could put that into the game, I'll watch as all these spammers start crying because then they'll actually have to learn how to block. And if you equalize the movement speed between going left and right, the sidestep wouldn't be as effective. Okay, Fight Night. Do you think I will beat you in Fight Night? To be honest, I don't know. If I have my good controller, I think it would be hard to beat me. I don't know how you fight on the game, so I think I'll be able to adjust to what it is that you're doing, and then if you can adjust back and we keep making adjustments, I think it'll be a good fight. But to beat me, it's been done before. I'm not a trophy or anything, so who knows? Maybe you can.
I mean, honestly, it'd be nice if they just included. I mean, EA doesn't want to do it because EA is afraid to do anything that might actually make the general public like them. that might actually turn them into the second most hated company in this country instead of the first most hated. But if they had a spectator mode, like we always talk about it, it's that thing that you always hear people who played EA MMA talk about. It's that phantom thing that most people have never seen. That spectator mode, that just awesome online lobby where there's so many things you could do. If they just added that to this game, the servers are still up. It's not like I'm saying do this to a game where the servers are down. The servers are up. You already have the code from the other game. Send 2 guys in.
Arachnid.
Studio, just getting this all set up. Okay, so you're gonna have
Arachnid.
to pay. You're gonna have to pay guys to do this, but the amount of people that will come back to this game or give this game a try, you'll make the money back tenfold.
Yeah, that'd be very true. I use Judah, why not? Um, so the guy that I just fought had the nerve to send me a message saying good fight.
Yeah, yeah, I saw it.
This guy right here.
But I think that's just at this point like a generic gamer rule where you always want to say good game. Like League of Legends, you type GG in the chat after, you know.
But you can't cheat on that game.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but they'll type it even when like a team completely dominates you, they'll still type it.
Yeah, that's different. He
You know,
cheated.
that's like I remember when I used to play soccer, they'd always have the two teams line up at the end. We had to shake hands and go one by one saying good game to the other players. Even if people were cheap, using fouls, diving out there, telling the referee about shit that wasn't going on, you still had to, you know. So I guess it's just one of those generic things.
I felt a slap in the face.
You know? I mean, maybe that girl who got hit in the head with the shovel, maybe even she had to get up and go shake the other girl's hand and say good fight.
Oh no. That cry though.
I mean, the funniest thing to me was just how she dropped. That was...
The fact she was like, oh shit, and then she started running and still got hit with the shovel.
I didn't understand the running though. Somebody picks up, it was a long shovel. Stay there, you can catch it with your hand, you can block it.
I would have just ducked it.
But which fighting discipline that you can think of tells you that when you think you're about to get your ass kicked, turn your back? That's the strategy to use.
The streets?
None of them tell you that. Turn your back when you're in a fight.
Not in a fight. Like if, you know, I've seen some people in the middle of a fight run away and be successful with it. I'm just saying.
If you can get away, but she started like, she wasn't even moving that fast. Where was she going? It was just woods out there anyway, the direction she was going. She's gonna go hang out with Bigfoot?
She should have never told her to get that BB gun. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you're in a fight with someone,
no,
don't
why are
say,
you having a conversation and complaining about being hit in the face?
But also, if you are having a conversation and you're in a fight with someone, don't tell the other person, hey, we're at your house right now. I understand you've got a gun in there. Why don't you go get it?
Yeah, some people are just ridiculous with the stuff they try. Like, the last thing I want to be introduced to is a gun.
Oh, I see. Reeves is in the comments.
What up, Reeves? Welcome to the stream, man.
You got Eric. He's asking about... no, he's not asking about. He's saying that League of Legends is the bomb, dude. You got a lot going on in the comment section.
All right. I mean, if y'all want me... I mean, the one thing I want to do is try to post a League of Legends video. I have some good stuff. I have some good games recently, and I've done really well in some games. And all the games... you just get those bronze players, man. There's nothing you can do about it. Think about it like this. Let's say you know all the skills and stuff of your player. You know the different mechanics. Actually, Reeves in the comment section is the one who taught me how to play League of Legends. I was asked before that. I mean, I'm not the greatest player now, but I've improved a lot because somebody taught me how to play the game and taught me the different games mechanics and taught me the understanding of different characters. But anyway.
I mean, no problem, dude. You're welcome.
Oh my God, Arachnid, please. But imagine you have like, imagine you're a sim fighter, right? And you're on a team with 4 spammers, and you got to try to communicate with them. Now, you know how the cesspit of Fight Night Champion is online. Everybody does basically what they want. They say what they want. Everything is about them, and they trash talk the whole time instead of actually paying attention to what's going on in the game. Imagine having a team like that. That's what it's like playing in the bronze division. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hit me with some more comments, Arachnid.
I mean, I haven't played a lot of League of Legends. I did play some Dota 2, and I really liked it, but unfortunately, hey, I taught you something from Dota 2 that you didn't learn on League.
I told you it wasn't the same.
It's the same, I'm telling you. Anyway, But I just have so many games now that I can't get to a lot of this stuff, and I can't play a lot of stuff. But for anyone interested in League of Legends or Dota 2, or there's a million games like them. It's that StarCraft formula, and the people who made StarCraft made Dota, and then you had some other people made League of Legends and other stuff. There's a bunch of games out there. I would suggest, even if you're, this is a crazy thing to say, even if you're going to play League of Legends, I would suggest that you at least play Dota for the tutorial, because the League of Legends tutorial is 20 minutes and the Dota tutorial, even though it's almost the same game, is like 4 hours long, and they go into depth with it. And
well, that's cool. I mean, let's talk about. I believe I'm fighting Marble right here. On Marble, you know, we having a nice little exchange right here in the center of the ring. You know, it's just been tons of combinations. I just feel so limited to hook combinations because I just can't seem to get enough uppercuts in. It's like jabs. I feel like that one guy who kept coming in with the. I just can't with these combinations, man. I want my good controller back. I feel so limited. I feel almost like a spammer in some sense because I can't throw like 12 to 18 different combinations around.
yeah.
Yeah, Terrell. Marble's definitely playing aggressive. Yeah, I'm playing Marble right now. Will you be doing any OWC matches? Not today. I'd like to keep that just for the series. This way I can break down and explain things the way that I would like to, and if I make any mistakes, I can go back and explain my mistakes as well. I wish I was fighting you at full power, LOL. Find your controller. I have no clue where my brother put it, man.
You got Chaos in the comments saying that you're leading too often.
I can't do anything else. I can't. Chaos, man. I know you're disappointed in this boxing right now. I know you're disappointed, coach. I know you're not gonna tell me that. I know you're not gonna give me that Timothy Bradley corner advice. I know you're not gonna do that to me. But, I didn't even realize I had a call. Hold on 1 second. Let me just decline this.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, basically, there's a lot of games that Fight Night's been playing, and they're not all this game. I mean, he got onto the PlayStation for 2 seconds today just to install that Pro Evolution Soccer game, get the patches, and straight away somebody's gonna send him a message saying, "What? Hey man, you're not playing the Fight Night game anymore? You gave up on it?"
It was like, all I did was, for a second, what I did was just, I just wanted to try a different game. It was like, I have tons of games too, man. If you guys, I mean, we'll take a look at it in between rounds. Like, I can't even begin to tell you the amount of games that I have. It's like, I just don't get to play a lot of them, or I'm just not home to play them, or I'm playing something else. Like, certain games, I like to master a game before I like to move on to another one. And then Fight Night is my favorite game and it's also for what I do for YouTube, so it's my kind of my way of kickbacking and relaxing. Or if I see a great boxing match afterwards, I wanna either fight, and because I don't want to hurt anybody, I get on and I play Fight Night.
Yeah. Well, which is another good conversation, because people think violence in games leads to violence in real life. They don't understand that not only is that not true, but there's a lot of people who want to go out and fight or want to go out and shoot a bunch of people, but they'd rather do it on Fight Night in a safe environment where there's no, repercussions, or doing it on Battlefield or something.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'd rather do it in real life, but I don't want to hurt an innocent person.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you bring somebody I don't like to my face, then yeah, we can fight all night.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't be much of a fight.
We've heard about that. You getting into scraps in the street with some of those old ladies.
Oh my god.
I heard you knocked out
boxing. Chaos, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Read the title of the stream, man. I can't do anything. Right now, how long have you been playing? I started in November of 2011. I started playing November 24th of 2011. It was actually a Thanksgiving day. My brother brought this game for me. So, he knows how much I love boxing. So we didn't even know Fight Night Champion came out. So we was just checking around the PlayStation store because he was actually just asking us what game we wanted, and then we saw Fight Night Champion, and it was like, man, we got to get that. So that's the main reason that's why I started playing Fight Night Champion, and we loved round 3 so much. I never played round 4 because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. 85% round 3.
Man, you got James is getting all over you.
Chaos is getting upset, but I'm telling you, it's really not. I can't box or do much because I don't have my full arsenal at my disposal. I'll try to tone it down, but I don't want to run neither, man. If he's coming aggressive, I'm gonna trade right back with him because that's all I can do. And if you notice, I'm throwing a lot of the same combinations because I can't really do much behind it. Defense, timing, box, smart. What do you want me to do? What's up, Loco? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, well, I guess what he's talking about is the fact that your stamina is so low already, and he's saying you're going to be gassed out because you're not boxing smart. You're just, the combinations aren't there, but at the same time, you're going into try hard and you're throwing a lot of shit that's draining your stamina.
Look, I can't rely on this defense. I can't set up nothing with my jab. I'm using a butt in the jab, for God's sake. I can't throw. I'm blocking fine. Fine. Wait, how come not many fighters today don't use head much in real life? Well, because a lot of them never learned the skill of how to move their head. Most of them like to rely on boxing. And the main thing is a lot of them like to run track meets around the ring. They like to use their feet instead of actually using head movement. It's not an art that was taught because head movement and the way old school boxing was is you're going to get hit in the chest. You're going to get hit in the arms. You're going to get hit in the shoulders. Anywhere that you can move and rotate, even take a punch so that you can give one back twice as hard. That art and that element has not been taught in modern boxing, which is the main reason you don't see it. My environment makes me want to fuck people up. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I definitely know the feeling. Fight Night's Finest will be gassed by round 7. LO bad workman's always blames his tools. Oh my, Jesus! Do I have to take a picture of this controller right now for the people to believe me? I feel like I literally have to put this controller on screen for people to believe me.
You should have taken a picture before and put that on Twitter. Like,
I might have to.
That's what I'm using tonight. It's like you're trying to play League of Legends with the controller.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Marvel is a good fighter. Yeah, he definitely is a good fighter, man. Let's see any other comments I might have missed. Yeah, I answered Eric's comment about, yes, I do play League of Legends. It's the same thing as my Twitter underneath my watermark in the right-hand corner. Made by Mr. Arachnid Soul, just saying. You know, give him that plug real quick.
I think I know what the problem is, too.
What's that?
Well, I think, because I saw what just happened there between the rounds in the corner, it looked like they were giving you water, and as you know, that is not your
my God.
That's all I'm saying.
What should they be giving me in the corner then, Arachnid? Gatorade?
We all no, man, not Gatorade. We all know, everybody in the comment section knows, everybody around the world knows the proper drink is the official drink of Arachnid Soul. They need to be giving you that almond milk chai latte. Cold too, by the way, not that disgusting hot almond milk chai latte. No, the ice cold almond milk chai latte.
I don't know about you. I don't like drinking cold stuff anyway. Like, I'd rather have something at room temperature or something hot.
Well, I mean, when it's hot, it's like drinking hot chocolate. It's like, why
I drink hot chocolate when it's hot. I don't care.
Well, yeah, but you want hot chocolate when you want hot chocolate. Why are you going to buy a much better drink and then heat it up so it just tastes like hot chocolate?
Good point. I don't know.
What? I mean, at least you're still on your feet in this fight. I mean, the guy's got to be thinking, though, like, man, let me just keep doing what I'm doing because his stamina's going down.
My stamina's fine, man. I'm good. Don't listen to Chaos. You should probably listen to Chaos, though. I definitely try to tone things down. Hopefully it makes Chaos happy.
I mean, I think Chaos to some degree knows what it's like because he switched from playing this on 360 to coming over to PS3, and for whatever reason, they don't have the buttons mapped out the same way.
And Chaos is an expert at this game. That's what a lot of people don't know, man. I want to be half the fighter that I am today if it wasn't for Mr. Arachnid. I mean,
Yep.
if it
Go
wasn't
ahead.
for Chaos.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You can say it.
If it wasn't for Mr. James Shepard in the comment section.
Man, you're just gonna diss me like that? I mean, but they all know the truth anyway.
Let's see. I'm evil, apparently. What happened with your controller? Yeah, I wanted to see your controller. I'm gonna take a picture of this controller and I'll upload it.
Dude, if you can tell me what it is, I can get a picture and just post that in the chat.
Okay.
It's called GameStop what?
No, it's not that.
Oh, it's got EB games on it. It's old school.
Stop. Hey, it's a Christmas gift. Stop hating.
Okay. Well, he's not listening to the stream.
Boxes. It don't matter. I'm not gonna let you talk about my brother. Boxes today.
Him.
Boxers today's are only as good as their trainers. That's true. A lot of the trainers don't teach head movement. And they always say, move your head, move your head. And you go in there and you see the fighter, his idea of moving his head is before he gets punched. It's just him like just bobbing and weaving just a little bit.
Alright, let me try to find this controller right now so people can see what you're dealing with. I mean, they still might not understand because some of these generic controllers, the analog sticks are kind of like stiff. You know,
the
they don't
analog
really
sticks
fight.
don't work properly. It's like it only has a 4-figure axis.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's so hard just to even get an overhand. And like I would be hitting the stick all the way on the left side and I'm throwing a right hook. Which makes no sense.
Alright, let me see if I can find... Alright, I think I see it now. Let me just find the image of it. I mean, I can see why somebody'd buy this, because it looks like a legit PS3 controller.
Like I said, he doesn't play games, so he doesn't know any better.
But at the same time, I can tell it's not, because it, like the generic ones have that kind of matte kind of finish to them. They don't have that shiny finish.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. What's going on, YouTube? Trying to post this in the comment section. YouTube's giving me error messages and.
Or just save the picture and send it to me on Skype, and I'll post it as a Skype thing. I mean, as a thing on the stream.
Oh man, I'm not trying to do all that work.
That's not hard work. You right click and save.
Then what? Put it in Dropbox or something?
No, just drag and drop. God, such a scrub. I always gotta teach these people who are on computer literate. I can't click up a link. Do you box in real life? I've done a little bit of boxing. I'm gonna start again this summer. Akatima.
Boxing down the retirement home?
We seen you try to box before, Arachnid. Don't make me go get that video link.
I'm just saying, like how they have boxing in like the army or like in prison. They have like retirement home boxing with
He
like
learned how to box at Bellevue. That's where he learned how to box. That crazy guy in the was telling him when you jab, all you want to do is beat your chest.
There was a guy who used to like to eat chalk, and he pissed me off, so I had to drop him. Nothing wrong with that.
The same way that crackhead had been beating up trees by my house does, right?
No, I think that guy's just that guy's just working on Muay Thai. Sometimes they have you out there kicking, punching trees, banana leaves. You know how it is.
No, he's a crackhead.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he's a straight up crackhead. He thinks he's the heavyweight champion of the world, and he be going to work on those trees.
All right.
I'm gonna get a video of that one day and just put it on my channel. That crackhead goes to work. Like, I will hate to put him in a ring with a spammer. God.
Oh, this is what the fuck it's doing. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, occasionally I'll see people outside walking around, like, talking to themselves, but I don't see anyone hitting any trees.
I've seen you doing that before, though. Just up there talking to yourself in the subway cart by yourself, stinking up the whole place.
I mean,
On the
well, let
A
me
train.
say, it's that Muay Thai style. You know, I go out and I hit trees, bare knuckles, kicking palm trees with my shins.
On the A train hitting them poles, right?
I mean, would you rather see that or those 12-year-olds coming on with the box of candy? Hey, folks, it's showtime! Like, oh my God, where's my MP3 player?
You're
Can't do
rude,
it.
man. You never brought the candy for them?
Well, I mean, I'll give them some money, but then I don't really eat candy. I end up with candy. I don't want it. Like, I'll give money mostly to those mariachi guys that come on.
I give it to the people who can sing. You ever get that one bum that just comes on and he just sounds like heaven?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I give them the money. But one of those people, one of those bums that I see constantly and he keeps expecting it, like he comes to me first, it's like, no, not today. I need money for myself too.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the picture right now. There was one guy I got really pissed off about because there's one homeless guy I always see, and there was a guy who was making him like do shit. Like the guy wanted money, so the guy with the money was like telling him to do push-ups and jumping jacks and all kinds of shit on the train. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
No, I would have slapped him for that. That's just rude.
Yeah, was he here to like amuse you and do shit because he's fucking starving? So you're gonna, you know.
You're gonna make it? I will slap somebody for that. Like, seriously.
All right, I sent you the picture.
Yeah, I see it. About to get it now. Yes, exit Chrome, save. At the stream lags, you know why. I think he's wanting to fight. Somebody tell me. He should be, I mean. Marble's a beast.
I think that is the same brand. I don't know.
It's the same brand. It's actually, it's basically the same controller, but mine is just like silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the silver one. Those buttons like have the shapes. There's like two X's and two square. Like they have to do enough. Does that button, the PlayStation button, even work?
Yes, the PlayStation button works.
Okay, because I had a generic one. The PlayStation button wasn't attached to anything. You could still push it, but then you had to get like a piece of scotch tape to put over to take it back out.
Just listen to these L2 and R2s, man.
Yeah.
Like, God, that ain't no PlayStation controller. They got that tab out kind of thing like the Xbox.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude.
I mean, honestly, like I was saying, you might be better getting that Logitech controller that I use on PC and just
I
plugging
didn't
that
say I
in.
wasn't gonna get it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, this is what was given to me as a Christmas gift along with NBA 2K14. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the problem with those controllers, though, is they don't actually let you handle them before you buy them. So you just think, well, it looks like an official controller. You play it, the buttons are all stiff, the analog sticks don't recognize in every direction.
Yeah. It's okay, though. Like I said, I'm glad, somebody took the time out to say, I know your brother's always ruining your controllers. Here's one for yourself.
Oh, you got Eric asking if you saw the Heat Brooklyn game.
No, I haven't watched. I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm a Knicks fan. They was here first. You just can't say, oh, let's move from New Jersey and slap the Brooklyn name on it. And then we automatically supposed to shift to Brooklyn fans. I'm a Knicks fan to the day I die, man.
Yet he's a Giants fan.
I'm a Giants fan too.
Where did the Giants play again?
They play in New Jersey, but they're
in
New
New
York
Jersey.
City. Where in New York are you gonna put a stadium at? In New York City.
You know what? They actually did find a spot in Manhattan. They were gonna build a field, and then they pulled the plug on.
There ain't no place to build in Manhattan.
Nah, there was some room.
God.
Make a little platform out there on the Chelsea Piers or something. Have them playing over water.
It's this guy right here.
They could probably put it in Staten Island, but they know nobody's going out there.
What spam do you hate the most? Definitely the sidestep right uppercut spammers, because those guys, they think they're God. Like, they'll just literally just step, uppercut, and it's like, First of all, they think they're God counterpunchers, and they say they're the next Floyd Mayweather. They have the nastiest attitudes. Like, I mean, their attitudes isn't worse than the push straight spammers, but the sidestep uppercut spammers, they really get on my nerves. And it's like you can't ever sit down and throw a combo. And you know, if anybody really steps like that in real life, they'll walk right into a left or right hook, and it would just destroy them. So I don't like them the most.
Yeah, I think YouTube's giving people some problems with this stream. Like, it's lagging for some people. Some people said it's frozen.
Is it lagging for anyone else? Yeah, it's frozen for me. Guys, try refreshing, because it's working well here on mine.
I mean, mine, I've got that good new computer. Mine's having some issues once in a while, too. Like, mine froze, and I just have to keep hitting reset every, like, 30 seconds.
Was it good now? Because I was watching local stream the other day, and they did the same thing.
That's just, it's YouTube. It's YouTube trying to be Twitch, and the technology's just not there. All right, so it says we're starting round 7 now. I just saw the ring girl. Let me see.
But is it playing smooth?
It's playing smooth, but it's too early to call yet, because usually it has been playing smooth, but then after like 30 seconds it freezes. So I'll let you know if there's a problem.
This just happened in the last round,
yep.
Though, right?
Yep, it froze again. Let me see. Is it freezing at the same spot? Let me hit refresh.
If it's freezing at the same spot, that's all YouTube, man. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yep, it absolutely is YouTube, because I hit refresh 3 times, let it play, it pauses at the same spot, and every time I hit refresh, it goes back to...
that's YouTube. So yeah, put it in the comment section. Let them know that that's YouTube, and I'm going to end the stream now. There's nothing you can do about that. It happened to me the other day when I was playing with Loco. I was watching Loco stream, and it just froze up on me, and every time I try to refresh, it will go to the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream off now.